Glenn Beck is going to talk about his new special, which is, of course, a warning about evil progressives like all of his specials are. So let's listen to him break down his new idea.
So tomorrow we're bringing this guy in, and he's the guy who did the Man in the Moon makeup. He's a Hollywood makeup artist, and so he made me into the moon, and which wasn't hard until I lost weight. But he's coming back in, and he's making me into a 90-year-old man, a realistic 90-year-old man. And so my idea was that I'm 90 years old, and I'm telling you, because what I heard at the beginning of this year in my promptings, in my prayers was, and so it begins. And so this end of the year special is called, and so it begins. And now I'm 90, and I'm in this abandoned warehouse. We were propping it yesterday. It looks amazing. It doesn't look, it looks like some apocalyptic, futuristic movie kind of thing. But, so I'm 90, and I'm just recording this for posterity. And you don't really know what happened. You don't see the outside world. You just know it's not the way it used to be in 2014. And I'm saying this is the year that it began. And how foolish we were. And at one point I talk about, I turned to this little cot that I've put together for where I live. And I rip open the mattress, and I reach in and I pull out the Bible, and it's an old tattered Bible. And I say, this is contraband now. This will get you killed. But we didn't see it. It began in 2014.
The Bible is going to be banned in about 50 years? In under 50 years, the Bible will be banned, according to Glenn Beck. I am about as big into the atheist movement as anybody. Everybody knows I often reference Richard Dawkins' book, The God Delusion, as my favorite book of all time. I love multiple Sam Harris books. Letter to a Christian Nation is probably my favorite one. I read Hitchens. I know of Daniel Dennett, of course, another one of these famous new atheists. And I've been in the movement, involved in the movement for a long time. I mean, I host a show that's not only a liberal/progressive talk radio show. I mean, this is also, let's face it, a very secular, hence the name SecularTalk, an atheistic show, an anti-theist show. So I'm as big of an anti-religious person that there is in the country. And I can tell you with 100% certainty, I've never spoken to anybody within the movement who ever has said they would ban any holy book. I would never ban any holy book. Richard Dawkins would never ban any holy book. Sam Harris would never ban any holy book. Any atheist you want to talk to online, any famous atheist, Penn Jillette's another example, we would never ban any holy books. Just because we disagree with religion and we think it has overall a negative influence on the world, and we would prefer it if more people would start using reason and rationality and logic and get away from these dogmatic beliefs, just because we believe in that does not mean that we want to ban the things we disagree with. That would be fascism. That would be totalitarianism. That would be a dictator or a tyrant. What a horrible system. That's a system with no civil liberties. See, what you find is atheists, by and large, are liberal. Some of them are libertarian, but that means we also usually buy into, the overwhelming majority of us, we believe in civil liberties. So we believe in freedom of speech. We believe in freedom to protest, freedom of expression, freedom of religion. So this is the thing about the right-wingers that's so annoying, is that they just make up stuff about the people they disagree with. I mean, they'll talk about liberals and progressives in a total straw man way. They tell us what our position is on something, and we're looking at each other like, we never said that. We never fucking believe that. What are these guys talking about? Death panels is another example with Obamacare. They have death panels. They want to kill your grandma. They want to pull the plug on your grandma. These are things they literally said. And we're standing there like, what are you talking about? We never said that. We never believed that. We'd never sign off on that. What are you, fucking insane? This is craziness. How dare you accuse us of something like that when we're telling you what we believe, and it's not that. But it's the same thing. I could talk to Glenn Beck right now and say, Glenn, I don't believe we should ban the Bible or the Quran or any holy book. And Neither does anybody in this movement here. And what would he say? No, this is what's going to happen. They're going to ban the Bible. Who? The religious liberals, who some of them claim they believe in it? The overwhelming majority of the black community in the U.S. is Christian. What, are they going to ban the Bible? The Democrats who are Christians are going to ban it? What, are the secularists going to ban it? I just told you we're not going to ban it. We don't want to ban it. But this is what you do. You make up stuff about your opponents, and you scare your audience. Just make up stuff, straw man, tar the other side, act like they're totally unreasonable and you can't even have a conversation with them. And then, you'll get your audience to clap like fucking seals. Well, the irony is, as he's acting like we are the super radical ones that we can't even have a conversation with these guys, they want to ban the Bible. What's the reality? He's that guy. You're that guy nobody can have a conversation with. You're the guy nobody should take seriously if they're being honest and intellectual. Why? Because, again, you make up shit about your opponents. We're not having a real discussion. We're not having a real conversation.